dangling off a cliff edge on some ropes, which is attached to a crane, and there's kind of 90-mile winds, and you're flapping around, and that can be a bit scary. I got to watch all of the Marvel movies again, which is kind of really fun prep. And we dove into the comics and had a look at the kind of source material on it, but mostly as a real collaboration that we managed to do before filming started, and with the other cast members too. We got to talk and to improvise and to work out who are these people, what's their relationships, what were they doing in this year, who was friends, who's had fallouts, and I think that's what's really helped us build this family, is working out how we complement each other and how we work together.
I had never done action before. I knew my character was gonna be sort of quippy, funny, and also someone who enjoys fighting. So I watched like Errol Flynn movies, I watched old like Zorro movies. Those guys, you know, it felt like when they're fighting, it feels like they really enjoy fighting while still
stoic.
Yeah, right. And that they could die, but they still like it. And then, you know, with someone like Bruce Willis, he's so good at being funny in action.
Les flics doivent obéir au règlement.
Oui. C'est ce que mon chef arrête pas de me répéter.
And then I watched a lot of like classic movie star movies, like a lot of Robert Redford movies, a lot of Paul Newman movies, Tom Cruise movies, Denzel Washington movies, Will Smith, of course, like people who are like movie stars. What is it about them that they carry from movie to movie?
I think it's amazing. I think this Marvel film is the one that's been shot the most on location compared to the others, but you know, it definitely comes with its challenges and unpredictability.
There's some scary moments when you're
dangling off a cliff.
Dangling off a cliff edge on some ropes, which is attached to a crane, and there's kind of 90-mile winds, and you're flapping around, and that can be a bit scary.
Yeah, the elements were a challenge.
We did have one location that had a sandstorm and we shot through it. And you don't see it, they probably CGI it, but our eyes were being stabbed by the sun, right?
Yes.
And many nights of freezing nights in the woods, all night shootings, one after another, in the mud, with the rain, with the cold, and I love it.
I was a huge fan of her work before we started, and I was just really wanted to know what she would do with a superhero movie. I love the fact that Marvel have been making these choices to work with filmmakers from the independent film world, you know, because they want to try something different.
I was very impressed that Marvel gave her this movie, you know. I realized like from the first day that I was part of something really special, where there was this woman that had complete understanding of scope and was able to capture intimacy within it.
For me, there's never been a South Asian superhero in a Marvel movie or a mainstream Hollywood movie, but that's a lot of pressure. So what you do is you show up and you do the best job you can. And for me, it was pretty easy because I was working with amazing actors.
And because you are diverse.
Yes, and I am diverse, and I know that just me showing up and doing a good job hopefully does some positive thing somewhere. But if I think about that responsibility too much,
Exactly.
it flattens you.
Just by being part of it and normalizing it, you know, for all of us to come together, we're all very different actors, and it be about what Chloe saw in each one of the actors that ties into the character, and that being the driving force rather than this kind of focus on deliberately trying to be diverse. That was never the goal. It's a beautiful result of looking for the best in actors. We're supposed to be there from the dawn of civilization, so of course we should be from as many diverse backgrounds as we can.